And if you use it, you will only hide the problem while it is still getting worse in the background, and you will only realize it when it is likely too late. I'm Jesse and I reversed my hair loss and went from this to this, and I've also helped over 300 men overcome the hair loss as well. Recently I got this message from a 17-year-old with progressing hair loss. In summary, he's 17 years old, has progressing hair loss, cannot get an appointment, but wants to get started with finasteride and is asking what his options are. And from his message I wrote down 6 points I want to talk about, and the key mistake he should avoid, and also the one thing he should focus on right now. And if you don't know already, finasteride lowers your DHT, and DHT is the cause of pattern hair loss. First, getting a finasteride prescription at 17 can be difficult. And second, the prescription is based on development, and most often it is only prescribed at 18 or older. But I have seen cases where men get it prescribed at 17 or maybe even 16. Whether or not someone should start at your age, well, it's not for me to decide, but just know that you have the possibility. The third point is about the appointment, and why are you not able to get an appointment? Like, what is the exact reason for that? Because it should be pretty easy to talk to someone if you have hair loss, especially before becoming an adult. And once we know the key reason why, we can work on overcoming that. Like maybe you need to switch providers, or maybe you need to provide more context for someone to actually take you serious. And in the fourth point, there are also other professionals you can talk to as well. So for example, you can talk to doctors, family doctors, general practitioners, dermatologists, and trichologists. There are just so many options out there. And again, if a professional doesn't want to help you, we need to look at the exact reasons why. And if you want more personal help to overcome your hair loss, check the link in the description below. Point number 5 is that it may just be a numbers game. Let's say you visit multiple professionals and all of them decide that starting finasteride is not a good idea right now because you have lots of development left. In that case, we should clearly ask about when you would be ready, and then when you are ready, actually get that prescription. Or maybe the first person you visit is against it, but everyone else agrees that you should start it now. Basically, in these cases when you are younger, I highly recommend to get multiple opinions, because I have seen it prescribed under 18 because the prescription is very individual. The sixth point is that you might get prescribed minoxidil instead. However, I would not follow that advice because minoxidil doesn't actually solve the problem that you have. And if you use it, you will only hide the problem while it is still getting worse in the background, and you will only realize it when it is likely too late. And a final bonus tip, if you experience hair loss early, finasteride may not be enough for you when it is that aggressive. And I would still recommend to start with finasteride, but if you're using it for a year and you haven't maintained, then I would recommend to slowly transition to dutasteride because it's way more powerful. And if you know other men with pattern hair loss as well, share this video with them and comment your questions below.